Happy New Year, faithful YouTubians. I'm here with book news. It's the cover for the book that wouldn't burn has been released, and here it is in all its glory. That's the UK cover. The US cover has yet to be revealed, but there is a chance that it will be a variant of this one, which I would be entirely happy with. This art is by Tom Roberts. We'll look at his page in a second, and let's have a look at the art without my name and the title, and you can see quite how gorgeous it is. Very detailed, very lovely, kind of library we'd all like. I have absolutely no complaints about this. It's I won't say it's what I imagined, because I have aphantasia. I can't form images in my head, so I tend to just look at what comes along without any expectations, and this one has knocked my socks off. Here is a darker version of it, I believe, which is the artist's original, and you can see why for a cover you would want something a little warmer and lighter, because with covers you also have to think about what they look like in a thumbnail, and the problem with any very detailed and complex image is that once it's turned into a thumbnail, it can look like a bit of a smudge, which actually dictates the form of many covers these days, because the primary interaction of a potential reader with a book is to see the thumbnail on Amazon or Goodreads or whatever, and it has to catch their eye on the small scale. But I believe that the pattern of light and dark here, and these lights, it all looks quite decent in the thumbnail, and encourages you to click on it and to get the full glory. I've got a version over, not a version, I've just got a much higher resolution of image a bit over here, and you can see that it really is very detailed on the small scale. This is zoomed in. There's an owl. I'd never actually seen that before, and you can see like on the architecture, you can see these little scrolling effects, and let's roll up. This raven is the only input I had. I said that there's a raven in the book that plays a significant role, and it would be nice to have that on the cover as a point of contact. So Tom was very good and added that in for me, and I'm pleased to have that there. In the same way that when Jason Chan did the cover for King of Thorns, he referenced directly certain objects that were in the story. So Georg has his hand on a dog skull, and in his other hand he has the view ring that is in the story. And these specific connections are one of the reasons why you actually want an artist who knows about the book and has communicated with you to design the cover, rather than to just pick something off the shelf, which was quite surprising when another publishing company licensed that King of Thorns image for a cover of a Brandon Sanderson book in Poland. And I'm thinking, well, how does this in any way connect with the story? I think they actually changed their mind because of lots of readers pointing this out to them. And if we scroll up again, we can just see like all of these bookshelves embedded into these arches. And it's just a glorious piece of art. And see, there's the small scale, and then here we can go right into this as far as you like. Loads of detail. I've actually had these made into this image made into a jigsaw puzzle as part of a promotion. I'll be showing it and giving it away, and you can see why it would make a good jigsaw puzzle, because there is this degree of repetition of structure that would make it quite a challenging one to put together, but then a pleasing image when you've finished. So Tom Roberts is an artist who actually reached out to me back in 2014. He was just reading my books. I think he picked up Prince of Fools, and he said, "Would you like this print that of one of my pieces of work?" And he just sent it to me. It was very kind of him. It was a lovely gift. And then 9 years later, here he is doing the covers for my books, and it wasn't any sort of nepotism or favoritism there, because he was chosen independently by the publisher. But you can see on his Instagram page that he does some really fine work. This is a cover for a Voyager book that's coming out, I think, next month. And just based on the cover alone, you think, yep, I like that. And you get a feeling for his style here. He uses a lot of gold in his images as well. Gorgeous stuff. The book that wouldn't burn, which is coming out in May, has benefited from the reveal of this cover, which is now installed on Goodreads. You can do this for any book. If you scroll down, you will see book statistics, and then you can click on that, and you will get a little graph, which you can choose how it's displayed. But this big spike here is readers marking the book to read. So if you go onto a book on Goodreads, you can just click on it and it will put it into your to read file. And you can see there's 3,000 people have marked the book to read. That's actually very useful for any author. It feeds into various Goodreads algorithms and affects visibility. So as a special favor to me, if you would go on Goodreads and find the book that wouldn't burn and then click on to read, that would be much appreciated. And there we go. We just got a very minor number of these are actually mostly people who have read the book. I think there's a couple of fake ones in there as well, but people who helped me out with either Agnes with the beta reading, but there was a much later stage of a sort of test reading on so I could iron out one or two kinks, and those people have also kindly stepped up and given their opinions. And that's it. That's all I really wanted to talk to you about, was the new artwork. Book's out in May, and yes, please pre-order it, because again, pre-ordering is a huge help to any author. It again affects algorithms this time on Amazon to do with ordering, and I feel bookshops will also somehow feed into that data and make decisions about how many books they order for their bookshop based on these sorts of things. And the very last piece of info is that I have caved and joined BookTok. I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm doing most of it on my laptop, which I'm told is a no-no for BookTokers. And yeah, but anyway, let's have a quick look at my glorious introduction. See if the noise feeds through. They said to be on TikTok, you need to be young. Nope. Good looking. Nope. And high energy. Nope. But I do write books, and I do want to sell them to you. So here I am, essentially prostituting myself. Let's see how it goes. There you go. Right, I shall love you and leave you, and I will attempt to turn this off and hope that the sound recorded, yada yada yada. See you next time.